Have you ever been to an event that just felt, well, alive? One that really sticks with you long after the lights go down? Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the recipe behind that exact feeling. We're diving into MojoGravy, an entertainment company that acts less like a booking agency and honestly more like a team of storytellers. Okay, let's get into it.
So this really gets us to the heart of it, the big question they're asking. What is it that actually turns a regular event, just a gathering of people in a room, into a living, breathing story? It sounds simple, right? But getting that answer right, well, that's the secret sauce for making something totally unforgettable.
And here is their answer. I mean, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? It's not about just filling a stage. It's about building something with layers, with history, with a real clear goal to move people. Not just their feet, but their hearts, too. It's a totally different way of looking at what entertainment can be.
All right, so let's jump into our first section here, entertainment served with soul. This is where we're going to break down what they actually mean by that tagline. What is the dish that they're serving up? So their whole core concept is this idea of immersive entertainment, and you've got to pay attention to the words they use here. Heartbeat, seasoned with story, nourish memory. This is not just about a performance. This is about creating a whole sensory experience that's designed from the ground up to connect with you on a much deeper level. And you can see their flavor is definitely rooted in the South. You've got Houston, New Orleans, Nashville, but their reach is nationwide. It gives them this incredible, soulful identity, but it also shows they have the chops to bring that unique vibe literally anywhere in the country.
Okay, moving on to section 2, for planners who make magic. You see, to really get what MojoGravy does, you have to understand who they do it for. And it is crystal clear that they see themselves as partners for the people who are actually pulling the strings behind the scenes.
And this quote right here, it just nails it. There's such a deep respect for event professionals. They get the grind, they get the hustle, they understand that it takes this crazy mix of artistry and hardcore logistics to pull off an amazing event. So they're not just serving the guests, they're really serving the creators.
So who are we talking about here? It's a really diverse bunch, but they've all got one thing in common. They're not just looking for a performer to fill a time slot. No way. They're looking for a creative partner. Whether it's a luxury planner who needs absolute perfection or a marketing team trying to make a brand message feel like something real, they all need that deeper, story-first approach. All right, on to section 3, the recipe for resonance. So now we know the what and the who. Let's finally get into the how. What's the secret sauce? What is the actual method they use to create these experiences people can't stop talking about? And boom, this slide just lays it all out so perfectly. It's a clear 3-step philosophy. First, everything, and I mean everything, gets seasoned with a story. Step 2, and this is huge, they protect the planners. They make the process smooth and supportive. And finally, step 3, they design the whole thing with the end goal in mind, creating a memory that lasts. It's creative, yeah, but it's also incredibly smart and practical. Okay, let's see how all of that translates into what they actually do. Section 4 is a menu of moments, and this is where you really see the incredible range of their offerings, all sticking with that awesome serving an experience metaphor. First up, you've got the main course, right? These are the high-impact, show-stopping moments, the big stuff, designed to grab everyone's attention all at once. But then it goes way beyond the main stage. They focus on the whole atmosphere. Think of roaming performers or aerialists who kind of season the entire room, making sure that story is absolutely everywhere you turn. And next, they get you involved. This is where they break down that wall between the audience and the performer. We're talking living decor, sensory dining. They turn guests from people just watching into active participants in the whole story. For their corporate clients, this is where it gets really cool. They turn brand messages into live art. So forget just putting a logo on a screen. Imagine a flash mob revealing a new product, or a sand artist telling your company's story. It's brilliant. And this part is so important, but it's often overlooked. They totally master those in-between moments. Using procession drummers to move a crowd, or stilt walkers to guide them, they make sure the energy of the event never, ever dips. And finally, they create moments that live on long after the party's over. You've got unique photo booths, body art stations, things that generate that super important, shareable content that people will be posting for days.
So that all leads us to our final and maybe most important section. The gig ain't the goal. This is about the ultimate purpose. After all is said and done, how do they measure success? What's the real endgame? Wow, this slide just puts it all into perspective perfectly. A standard event? It fills a room. It's passive. And let's be honest, it's probably forgettable. A MojoGravy experience? It seasons a room. It's immersive. And it's resonant. That's the entire difference right there.
And so all of it, that entire menu of services, all those philosophies, it all boils down to this one single powerful idea. Everything they do is engineered to achieve one thing: resonance, a feeling that literally echoes long after the event is over. And we're going to end on this powerful thought. The gig ain't the goal, resonance is. It's such a simple but profound idea that completely reframes what success even means for event entertainment. It's not about the gig itself, it's about the feeling it leaves behind. And it kind of makes you wonder, right? How many experiences in our own lives are actually designed to truly resonate?